Hello there, sir. Tracie Cunningham here, coming to you live from my dining room table. In fact, it won't be live by the time you watch it. But I wanted to give you this delivery method, YouTube, because you mentioned in the conference that this is your favorite delivery method for learning and entertainment. So here you are. Hello. I'm here to describe for you a little bit about my strengths-based management degree from Bellevue University in Gallup, which I obtained several years ago and actually was able to use in my last career quite extensively, and it was very powerful, very useful, I believe. And basically the core values of the degree can be summed up in 3 books. The first one being Clifton's Strengths Finder, and that's where they first identified the 34 themes of behavior, which I know that your team is familiar with. My strengths are strategic, futuristic, arranger, responsibility, and ideation. And strategic people can cut through the clutter and get to the answer. Futuristic people tend to dream. They can paint the future and they can make others see it in vivid detail and get them excited about it. Arrangers can have multiple things going on at one time, doesn't bother them a bit. Responsible people tend to take ownership for everything they do and say, and ideation people are your innovators. They're the folks that are always going saying, I have an idea. So those are my themes, and there are 34 different themes of behavior. And basically the belief in that is that we all have our unique themes, and if we practice our themes and turn them into strengths, that whenever we are operating within our strengths, we can achieve near perfect performance 100% of the time. That's the idea behind that book. They go a little farther in the second book, Strengths Finder 2.0, and they talk about communication styles related to the different strengths. And if you for instance, have a communication style of command, you're somebody that likes to feel in charge all the time, you like to feel in control. How do you cope with somebody like that? How do you speak to them? How do you motivate them? Versus somebody that may have a theme of belief, somebody with very strong core values. How do you motivate them? That book went into more detail about that. The third book that I felt really described the core values of my career was Strength-Based Leadership. And for me, this is the book that really got interesting, because you could take a leadership team and you could put people together that fundamentally should work together based on their qualities and their personalities. There were 4 different areas of leadership that were covered in this, and it was executing, influencing, relationship building, and strategic thinking. And basically what they did was they took the 34 different themes of behavior and they lumped them into these categories so that you could see a leadership category based on somebody's tendencies because of their different themes of behavior. And what we proved out at my last career that I was at for almost 20 years is that my particular themes actually fall into 2 areas, and that's executing and strategic thinking. I'm going to figure it out and get it done. That's basically what I do. I had some people on my team that were relationship building and influencing, and when we would all work together, we really did a nice job selling the mission and accomplishing goals. And what was great about it was we were able to quantify that. From the time that we put this into place and had our team set, we had basically one leadership team that managed all of our locations that we had. I ran a chain of 25 beauty locations in 4 states. And my team and I actually, from the time we implemented strengths, doubled our retention of the folks that we had at the front counter. So we actually were able to quantify it and know that it works. But it was probably one of the most interesting things I ever did. Definitely one of the biggest growing points of my life, a big learning experience. And I was just real excited to hear that you guys are actually utilizing Gallup in that particular way, and also in the employee engagement surveys, which we utilized in our workplace as well. I think that's pretty exciting. Anyway, that's all I have for now. I hope this was entertaining and educational. I hope you have a nice evening, sir.